Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, we are still on Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. This case still continues, far from being concluded. 5 men are on trial as suspects for the murder of former South African Bafana Bafana goalkeeper Senzo Meyiwa, who was shot dead in Vosloorus at her then girlfriend Kelukumalo family home on the 26th October 2014. The trial of these 5 men has taken longer than anticipated, with more than 12 state witnesses who all came and presented their evidence, which still caused the state to work very hard to conclude this matter. Let's listen to this clip.
You don't need to have Mandela's wisdom. This case, the cause of action in this case allegedly occurred on the 26th of October 2014.
Yes.
2014. If you come with a request that you want to abandon this case and do another case, you must compare the circumstances. 2014, this case, 7 years,
9 years
on the go. Everybody who knows anything about time knows that this case happened in 2014.
Indeed,
now, I'm not saying you are saying you want postponement because of whatever reason. So if this case must be postponed, you must tell me that we are dealing with a case which happened in 1902. Fine, then we are talking. It must have preference over my case because my case allegedly happened in 1902. And this one happened in 2014. So that one enjoys a privilege of time because it's longer on the roll than this one. If you come with a reason like that, it makes sense. But you can't tell me you want to finish a case which started 8 years after this one. To me, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And the JP agrees with it. Doesn't make sense. The JP is worried about the pace this trial is taking. He is saying, and I'm saying it publicly, he's saying this trial, the way it's proceeding, there are other trials which are awaiting this gentleman, for instance. He sees with other trials. They've all stopped because of this trial. That's why this trial is of the essence, in the sense that it has paralyzed a judge, a prosecutor, and even some defense counsels because of what the JP says. There are cases which, as you all know, are waiting to be on the roll. So it's not like me who's saying all these things. When there's a postponement like this, he wants to know what for. Kanti labantu laba angithi kade bakumaumela. So azange ubani uyabanike ama statements 2021. What do I say to that? Then I say to uthi banikile, but Mr. Ramsepili says he wants to prepare. Since 2021 he has never prepared. Is that what you're saying?
Family, I'm sure I'm not the only one who will agree with the judge on this one. You know, this case, there's a lot of adjournment. There's a lot of postponements, you know, on a daily basis. If today is Advocate Ramosepili, tomorrow it's Advocate Mushololo, the other day it's Advocate Munis. Almost every day there's an advocate who will ask for an adjournment or who will ask for postponement. And as they are doing that, it delays the whole process. It's making this case to take forever. So let's hope this time they will try and speed up this matter as they want to opt for a new approach on this case. Okay, let's sum up on what the state has collected as evidence thus far. The state was able to get the following. The testimony that placed all the accused in one place at a hostel in Vosloorus at the day Senzo Meyiwa was murdered. Family, remember, this was presented by Constable Zungu. And then there's a testimony that they got, a testimony that two intruders walked into the house of the Khumalos and demanded cell phones during this incident. And from there was a tussle between the people in the house. This tussle that led to Senzo Meyiwa being shot. And this testimony the state heard from the people who were inside the house. People such as Zandile Khumalo, Mthokozi Sithwala, and all those witnesses that were brought into this court by the state. And then another thing the state was able to get from all these hearings, it was getting two witnesses, Zandile Khumalo and Mthokozi Sithwala, having identified Bongani Ntanzi as one of the intruders. So the two witnesses, Zandile Khumalo and Mthokozi, were able to identify Bongani Ntanzi to say, this is the person we saw on that particular day. This is the person who came in the house and asked for cell phones. Is the person who came to rob us on that particular day when Senzo Meyiwa was killed. Then another point, that is the fourth point, it's the cell phone data that is linking the accused to one another. When they took data from the different cell phones, they were able to link those people to say, no, they know each other. They have been communicating, especially just before Senzo Meyiwa was murdered. And then the cell phone data showing that several calls were made between Kelly Khumalo and a cell phone that number that was linked to Fisokuhle Ntuli before Senzo Meyiwa was shot. This is another evidence. They got valuable evidence. The cell phone information in the cell phone that was showing that there was several calls between Kelly Khumalo and Fisokuhle Ntuli. Because of this other number, the court could link it to Fisokuhle Ntuli. So that's another valuable point where I would say at least the state was able to get this information. And then from there we have that bullet, the bullet that was found at the murder scene. That bullet that was fired from a pistol that was found in Toby Sincube's possession. So that bullet was also associated with the gun that killed Senzo Meyiwa. So it was a bullet that was belonging to a gun that was found in Toby Sincube's possession. And then from there, another evidence was that of the same firearm used in killing Senzo Meyiwa was also linked to the murder of a taxi boss, for which Mtobi Sincube was found guilty of and even sentenced. So these are about 7 points, points of evidence that the state was able to acquire during this long process of, cross-questioning people, interviewing people, bring people into the court to give evidence, to give statements, and they were able to acquire all these different points. Family, having done all this, on Tuesday, the 10th October 2023, Advocate Baloyi, the prosecutor, informed the court that the state is considering presenting the confession that was made by two accused. Family, it is alleged that immediately after these 5 accused were identified, after they were charged as suspects in this case, Muzikawukhulelwa, Sibiya, and Bongani Ntanzi made confession states and were even taken to the murder scene to do a pointing out, informing the police what actually happened. But unfortunately, later, the 2 suspects said they were forced by the police to make those statements evidence. They said they didn't make those statements voluntarily. Police forced them to do those statements. That's what they said. And because of this, Advocate Ramusepeli said he's going to challenge the admission of this confession and pointing out, as his client Sibiya and Ntanzi already indicated, they were forced and coerced by the police to do these confessions. Family, let's listen to this clip as the court is explaining about all these processes.
The state is now at a point where we want to present the various statements made by the accused persons. The state is in possession of a confession as well as a pointings out made by accused number 1.
Kulesi sigaba ke umshushisi uthi bewumbuso ke bafikele kwisigaba lapho namanje befuna ukuthi ke bothuleke izitatimende ezenziwa ibona abasola lokubiza ukuthi ke confession noma ukuvuma ke kanye futhi nama pointing out ukukhomba okwenziwa uyena uaccused number 1.
The state is also in possession of 2 confessions made by accused number 2.
Kanye futhi ke nama confession noma izitatimende ke zokuvuma noma ke ukuvuma ezenziwe uyena uaccused number 2 ezimbili.
The state also intends to lead evidence on the warning statements of all the accused.
Kanye ke nama statement noma lokho kubizwa ke ukuthi ke ama warning statement izitatimende ke zokuxwayiswa ezenziwa ibona bonke abasolwa.
As far as the confessions are concerned, I've been informed by Mr. Ramusepeli that the admissibility thereof is being challenged on various grounds, which they will in due course advise.
Here we are, family. Advocate Ramusepeli, who is representing accused number 1 and 2, accused number 1 who is Sibiya, accused number 2 is Ntanzi, says he's going to challenge this decision. He's going to challenge this decision of using those confession statements because he feels it would not be fair. So, okay, family, we shall wait for them to challenge that. This trial is continuing tomorrow on Friday, the 13th of October, 2023. Thank you, family, for watching this video to the end. Please like it before you leave. Subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. I love you, family. Bye.